let's map Google Docs to the SAMR model. So as substitution, if I have students write an essay on a piece of paper or they type it onto a Google Doc, what's the difference? It is the same assignment, just using technology. So bump that up a level. Augmentation. Why is doing an essay in a Google document better than doing it on paper? Well, the first is that students can right-click and they can get dictionary definitions quickly and easily. Now, they could get the dictionary out and look that up before, so it's not really a change in task. It's the same task, really. It's a little bit better because it's more efficient. It also allows students to have simpler workflows, that you can turn it in more easily to the teacher. I save instructional minutes by not handing out and passing back paper. So that alone makes it a little bit better. How can we bump this up to the modification level? I'm able to insert comments while the student is working on the document. So rather than the situation being that the student does the work and then turns it in and I give them feedback and then I submit it back to them, thinking that they're going to internalize that feedback and make improvements on it. Well, if a student is a really good student, they might do that, but students with low self-efficacy, research shows they actually take feedback like that and it diminishes for them. They don't take it as a learning moment. It damages their self-esteem in some ways. So really that whole process is not really geared towards learning. It's more towards the assessment of what the student showed. Whereas if I'm able to capture it in the moment while the student is working on it, then what became assessment feedback, where I'm giving them a grade per se with the feedback, comes to be I'm helping them. I'm coming alongside them. It's like, oh, that's really helpful. That's going to help my grade. That's going to help me to do better. So they'll learn from my comments, and then when they turn it in, they're more confident that they got it correct. You can also do that with peers and having them edit together. So that's something that really was a challenge, like really challenging to do when we just are on a paper model. So that gives us to the M level of modification. Now, how do we redefine what is possible with a Google Doc? A lot of times that means I can just get outside of my classroom. Students can publish that Google document and receive feedback on it and work together with people that aren't in their classroom. So for example, you could have your students creating a project and using the Google Doc as a planning document with students in a completely other country, in a completely other time zone, with a totally different language. You could use Google Translate. That's right in the Google document. You can translate the document. They can use that to comment back and forth and to collaborate together even if they're not in the same place at the same time. That really would have been impossible without using technology.